Hello, my name is Antonio. My page is Unapologetically Black ADOS on YouTube. I ask that you like and subscribe to the page. Today, what I want to ask us as Black people, at what point do we take accountability for our individual actions and how those individual actions that we do every day empower white supremacists? When do we take accountability for our actions as a people and how we choose to take our energy, labor, money, and empower people who benefit off of our economic oppression? At some point, we as a people have to understand that our progress would not come without making some forms of sacrifice.
Today, two companies dominate this particular retail landscape: Dollar General and Dollar Tree, which also owns Family Dollar. These two corporations operate more than 35,000 dollar stores in the US. That is more than all Walmart, Starbucks, and McDonald's combined. And they have earnings to match. Last year, Dollar General made $2.4 billion in profit, while Dollar Tree made $1.6 billion. And their growth has been fueled by targeting low-income customers, singling out communities that have been marginalized economically, often rural areas and neighborhoods of color.
Reward people who benefit off of your failure? How do you reward people who benefit off of the economic castration that occurred up in your community? See, they use a lot of trickery in order to convince you that it's more beneficial for you to go to a Dollar Tree store and purchase products. And you quickly perceive that because of your own economic condition, which you're looking at dollar amounts, but what you're not looking at is the fact that they are charging you more with providing you with less product.
Former Dollar General CEO once described their customer base as being in a permanent recession, and their current CEO summed up the business like this.
I would tell you we do very good in good times and we do fabulous in bad times.
Do anybody really understand why dollar stores are so profitable in the inner city? Do we really understand how dollar stores rip you off with packaging and sizing and lower quality products that require you to have more usage of it and to have a return, consistent return? This is why Dollar Tree and these stores make so much money. Do you understand that you go there and the dollar store is underemployed? So you're dealing with a business that is continuously robbing money out of your community and is putting very little back into your community by the way of employment.
Dollar Tree, a 2-pack of Irish Spring soap costs $1. At Target, an 8-pack costs $3.99. But if you look very closely, the bars sold at Dollar Tree, they're smaller. So if you do the math, Irish Spring by the ounce is actually more expensive at Dollar
Tree and Dollar General. The rest of the stores has got in on the act as well during the process of the so-called coronavirus lockdown and the mass inflation that the country have experienced, because they found that you was acceptable to this type of treatment and you was not willing to vote with your dollar and take your money somewhere else. You was not willing to do your homework and see how you was being ripped off. So the rest of the supermarket stores have got in on the act.
More evidence tonight of product downsizing. As Bob Hansen reports, many food companies don't raise their prices. They just put less in the box, can, or box.
Your groceries may cost the same at the checkout line, but chances are you're taking less food home from the supermarket.
And everything you buy, you're getting less.
I think it's cheating, to be honest with you.
Cheating? Maybe not. Tricky? You betcha.
Marketers will often do it this way because it probably doesn't get noticed, for one.
You don't notice that the same size cereal box has less cereal inside. that there is less to squeeze from your tube of toothpaste. And instead of a gallon of orange juice, you're getting 2 quarts, 1 pint, and 9 fluid ounces. But everything often looks the same. How can you tell you're getting less?
That's probably hard to do unless you're very diligent, because oftentimes it looks like it's the same package.
And while they may put less in the same size packaging, sometimes the packaging itself can be deceptive. This speed stick, 3 ounces. The taller one, 2.7.
You're paying for the package. You're paying for the pretty picture on the front and for the big company name, so.
Down.
This is something I, as a person who supplied 5 gallons of liquid laundry detergent for $30 to my community, wholesale prices, 24 rolls of tissue for $15. This is something I have been trying to explain to my people, is how they treat you, how they trick you with the packaging, how they use with tissue, how they use what is called fluff packaging versus tight wine packaging to make the packages look better, look bigger. And how I explain to you, you go to the store and they're selling you 320 sheets at Walmart per 12 rolls, and these are 400 sheets per 12 rolls. And it's difficult to explain to black people how much you're saving, because white people have taught you not to look at what they charge you with pricing.
Downsizing has become the price increase of choice on the store shelf, and it seems to have picked up in the last 18 months. The key for shoppers: don't look at the packaging or the ounces on the can or box, but check the unit price. That's where you'll find the true cost of the price hike.
Because black people are so trusting of white people and what they say, they have argument with me constantly, thinking they are saving more money dealing with the white people because they pay, or they selling me this many rolls of tissue for this amount of money, but you're not looking at the fact that they only 96 sheets per roll, or 110 sheets per roll versus 400 sheets per roll, which means that basically one of these sheets is equivalent to 3 or 4 of those rolls of tissue. So you spend more money repeatedly going back and forth to the Dollar Tree store than you would with supporting somebody in your own community who is attempting to help you save money so we can reinvest and rebuild our community. And in addition, a black man who is intentional, whose intentions is to continue to supply his community with more and more products at a price that's more beneficial to you. However, you choose to empower your oppressors. So at what point, black people, do you hold yourself accountable for your individual actions, which you do on a daily basis to contribute to white supremacy? Because at some point, you need to start to hold yourself accountable, and those around you need to start holding one another accountable for how we choose to empower white supremacy over ourselves. How you choose to continue to leave your children and women vulnerable to working under conditions that are undesirable to even immigrants, because these are the businesses that you continue to support.
It's putting the burden somewhat back on the consumer and saying you have to be a better consumer. You've got to read the tags. You've got to pay attention to the sizes you're getting.
Now, Consumer Reports recently looked into this and found Kraft American cheese now offers 2 slices less per pack. Ivory dish detergent used to be 30 ounces. It's now 24. And Hebrew National hot dogs went from 12 ounces per pack to 11. Now, individually, may not seem like much, but it does certainly add up.